Okay, ma'am. How can I help you?
I woke up this morning and my daughter was not in the house. I don't know if she walked out or I don't know what's going on, but she's not here.
How old is your daughter?
She's 5.
5. And your door was not unlocked. That's what you're telling me?
No, it was not unlocked, but I'm telling you she knows how to unlock it. I'm hoping that she didn't unlock it and walk out.
Just to know that she was once here and somebody took her out of this world. And I think about her every day. There's not one day that goes by that I don't think about her.
We obviously make decisions in life that sometimes have repercussions or adverse situations that drift from our decisions. We just have to continue to believe in God and hope that our decisions are the correct ones, the father said. What would you feel if the only solution for your debt is to sell your child? Would you do the same thing? If you want to know more about the incident, stay tuned to this video. Welcome to Off the Wall Crimes, Lost Souls Edition. Hit the subscribe button and bell to be notified for more off-the-wall crime stories. In a heart-wrenching case that has shocked the community, Antoinette Nicole Davis, the mother of a 5-year-old girl, has admitted her guilt in a series of charges surrounding her daughter's tragic fate. The details of the case reveal a distressing sequence of events that culminated in the young girl's untimely death. Facing an overwhelming $200 debt, Antoinette Nicole Davis resorted to an unthinkable act. She allegedly sold her own daughter, a 5-year-old innocent soul, in an attempt to settle her financial obligations. This shocking revelation has left a scar on the community and raised questions about the depths to which desperation can drive a person. The legal proceedings saw Antoinette Nicole Davis entering a guilty plea to a range of charges, casting a somber cloud over the courtroom. Among the charges were second-degree murder and the heinous crime of human trafficking. This plea marks a tragic acknowledgement of the gravity of the offenses committed. As the justice system grapples with the complexity of the case, Antoinette Nicole Davis has been sentenced to a minimum of 17 years in prison, a period that will serve as a reminder of the life that was tragically lost and the moral boundaries that were egregiously crossed. The community is left to reflect on the profound implications of this case, prompting a broader conversation about the vulnerability of children and the importance of safeguarding their well-being. The guilty plea and subsequent sentencing serve as a stark reminder that society must remain vigilant in protecting its most vulnerable members. The memory of the young girl whose life was cut short will undoubtedly live on, fueling a collective determination to prevent such tragedies from occurring in the future. In a somber turn of events, the plea deal presented in Cumberland County Superior Court brought a mixture of outcomes in the case, with some charges dismissed while others were admitted to. The deal brought about the dismissal of a first-degree rape charge, a decision that has sparked discussions about the complexities of the legal process and the pursuit of justice. The case revolves around the heartbreaking story of Shania Davis, a young girl who went missing from her home on November 10, 2009, sending shockwaves through the community. Tragically, her lifeless body was discovered 6 days later, near the border between Lee and Harnett counties.
I described a faint bruise measuring approximately 1/4 of an inch located on the left side of the face. At the external genitalia, there was a ring of abrasion or scraping injury surrounding the entrance to the vagina. I did not find a hymen, and there should be a hymen in a 5-year-old child.
An autopsy later revealed the distressing truth: she had suffered a sexual assault prior to being tragically suffocated. As the wheels of justice turned, the trial's trajectory became a focal point of public attention. Scheduled to commence on October 28, the trial represented an opportunity for the truth to come to light, offering a glimpse into the circumstances surrounding Shania's untimely demise. Adding a layer of complexity to the narrative, Mario Andret McNeill's role in the tragic events led to a separate trial that ended with a death sentence in May. The verdict found McNeill guilty of kidnapping, assaulting, and ultimately taking Shania's life. This outcome showcased the seriousness with which the justice system viewed the crimes committed against the innocent young girl. The plea deal's nuances, including the dismissal of a first-degree rape charge, demonstrate the intricate nature of legal proceedings. These decisions can evoke strong emotions and prompt discussions about the balance between seeking justice and the intricacies of the law. Shania's story remains a poignant reminder of the vulnerability of children and the necessity of safeguarding their well-being. The outcomes of the legal process, while marked with complexities and compromises, ultimately reflect a collective pursuit of justice for the young girl whose life was cut short in a tragic and brutal manner. As detailed by the Fayetteville Observer, the unfolding of the tragic events involving Antoinette Davis and her daughter Shania was marked by a series of interviews conducted by the police in the days following Shania's disappearance. These interviews provided a glimpse into the evolving narrative surrounding the case, highlighting the complex and heartbreaking nature of the situation. In the initial stages of the investigation, Antoinette Davis maintained that she was unaware of the circumstances surrounding her daughter's disappearance. She professed to have no knowledge of what had befallen Shania, contributing to the sense of mystery and urgency that enveloped the case. However, the story she initially presented would undergo a swift transformation, ultimately revealing a distressing truth. As the investigation unfolded and evidence was collected, the account provided by Antoinette Davis began to unravel. The changing details and evolving narrative painted a more comprehensive picture of the events leading up to Shania's tragic fate. The interviews conducted by the police played a crucial role in piecing together the puzzle, shedding light on the extent of the tragedy and the depth of the deception. The swift shift in Antoinette Davis's story, from an initial claim of ignorance to an eventual acknowledgement of the events, underscored the complex emotional and psychological dynamics at play.
Found her? Right here. All right, I'll call him. Call command and tell him. Lock up the area. We got a tip. Somebody in the parking lot said that they had heard on the news or something that the guy admitted to killing the young child and dumping her where there was deer carcasses and trash. And we remember driving through here earlier and smelling something pretty nasty. So we came back to check it, and sure enough, there were deer carcasses and trash. And then some of the officers from the Virgin Islands went through here and actually saw her in there, and the dogs were...
The circumstances surrounding Shania's disappearance and the subsequent revelations highlighted the complexities of human behavior under extreme duress. The circumstances surrounding the tragic case of Shania Davis took another twist, and Mario Andret McNeill's attorneys later disclosed the location of Shania's body. This revelation had a significant impact on the trial, as described by appellate lawyer Andrew DeSimone in his arguments before the Supreme Court last year. The disclosure of this information had what DeSimone characterized as a devastating effect during the trial, influencing the jurors' perceptions and understanding of the case. During the trial proceedings, prosecutors strategically utilized the information provided by McNeill's attorneys regarding the location of Shania's body. This tactical approach, as highlighted by DeSimone, led to a series of references throughout the trial, totaling 13 instances, where prosecutors emphasized to the jurors that the information about the body's location had come directly from McNeill's legal team. This conveyed a sense of reliability and authenticity to the information, potentially swaying the jury's perception of the situation. DeSimone's argument before the Supreme Court centered on the notion that McNeill's identity, which was meant to be confidential, had been compromised through the disclosure of the body's location. McNeill had expressed a desire for his identity to remain undisclosed, yet the information shared by his own lawyers contradicted this wish. This contradiction, DeSimone contended, carried weight in the eyes of the jurors, as they might have regarded this information as akin to a confession. The legal proceedings surrounding McNeill's case underscore the intricacies of justice system and the potential impacts of information disclosure on trial dynamics. The utilization of the information about the body's location by the prosecution added a layer of complexity to the case, prompting questions about the boundaries of attorney-client privilege and its implications in high-stakes legal proceedings. The discussion before the Supreme Court last year shed light on the challenges of maintaining a fair trial while navigating sensitive information and legal strategies. The outcome of such deliberations can significantly shape the pursuit of justice and the interpretation of legal principles in cases marked by tragedy and complexity. The heart-wrenching details of the case involving Shania Davis continue to unravel, shedding light on the depths of tragedy and depravity. Authorities revealed that Antoinette Davis made the unthinkable decision to hand her own daughter over to Antoinette McNeill as a means to settle a $200 debt. This shocking act of desperation and betrayal cast a grim shadow over the entire ordeal. Antoinette Davis, now serving a sentence that ranges from 17 to 21 years in prison, faced a multitude of grave charges stemming from her involvement in the events surrounding Shania's death. Her plea of guilty in October 2013 painted a harrowing picture of the offenses she had committed. The litany of charges against her included second-degree murder, human trafficking, first-degree kidnapping, first-degree sex offense, felony child abuse with prostitution, child abuse involving a sex act, sexual servitude, indecent liberties with a child, and conspiracy to commit a sex offense involving a child. This list of charges reflects the gravity and complexity of the case, illustrating the range of offenses committed against Shania. Each charge speaks to a different facet of the tragedy, from the heinous acts of exploitation and abuse to the ultimate loss of a young life. The case serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of the innocent and the responsibility society carries to protect its most defenseless members. The details surrounding Shania's fate, including her mother's involvement, challenge our understanding of human behavior and the depths of desperation that can lead to unimaginable choices. As Antoinette Davis serves her sentence, the case remains a haunting chapter in the annals of criminal justice, prompting ongoing reflection on the complexities of the legal system and the moral obligations of individuals and society as a whole. Thanks for watching Off the Wall Crimes, Lost Souls Edition. I will see you in the next video.